Good morning, Ros here. I just realised I haven't got my little beavers up, but that doesn't matter. It's Saturday morning, the 16th of January 2021. I had to actually look at the computer to reconfirm the date. I'd forgotten where I was. Good morning, Jenny. It's lovely to see you here. It is a bit early, but, well, it's not a bit early. I'm actually on time, but I mean, you're in the right place. Good morning, Sarah. Lovely to see you here. And we've got Trina and we have Stephen as well. Good morning. Now, we are over on various pages. And good morning, Diane. And I know that I did cross-post to the Ros Boundy page. So if you see me there, if you're on that page, if you want me to see your comments whilst I'm doing the live streaming, it is needing to be on the mytimetv.live page, okay, or my YouTube channel, which I was going to get that and paste in there somewhere, but I got distracted with something else on Facebook. You know what it's like. We're here for our daily card reading. So the spread is ready and we'll be popping over to that right now. Tune into your intuitive senses as we're reading through these. My interpretations of what they are, I've sort of mixed in a little bit of what Rana's is, sort of, and it's just what we pick up, go with it. What you pick up, go with. Now, here's a beautiful layout. I have got it in the heart shape again. Good morning, Karen. Lovely to see you here. I just love that photo. Beautiful. Kathy, wonderful to see you here this morning as well. So we're getting into it. This is the deck that I'm using this morning. It is going back to Rana George's just for today because I felt like using this deck today. It's a beautiful, exotic style of card that her artist has created for this deck. Unfortunately, I forgot to put up my like the little blank. Just have a look. If you want to, just have a look at my website. Still in progress, still not much progressed on it. I'm just going to see if that makes a difference. Okay, it might take some of that glare away. No, it doesn't. And you're getting my backside. I know. All the wrong things for doing live streaming, but hey, I am a live person in process of trying to create something that is easier to see. That's a bit easier, isn't it? So that should be right now. Has that made it? Yes, that is looking a bit better. Now we can actually see the clouds because that's what I couldn't see at all in what was there before. So now we're tuning in, and I have got the heart shape one this morning. So these three here on the left, I'm just considering it sort of part of the past influence coming in, present in that column up on what's going to happen for just that near future stuff. So as we're looking at these cards, we've got Bear up at the top as card 15. So there's some strength and solidity that we're bringing into our reading for today. So the Bear, we've got the Sun here, and we have a man. So even with the man being there, that itself is reinforcing that strength and that masculine side of what is our persona moving into. And the Sun, of course, is the I'm trying to think, yang, the yang energy. and that Ra God type energy. So we've got a very strong influence of what is our masculine in our day to day, of what has been pretty much a fairly strong previous year, but we're only, I don't know really how far back this influence is going to be coming from. What does it feel like for you today? Is it like we're dragging all of our history back up into it and bringing in today? Well, in some sense, we do. Each and every experience that we've had in our life really does come into play in today. But it's not always going to be the whole lot of it all in one hit, because our capacity to handle that would just crumble us. So what we are doing is bringing in that strength, the strength of what is useful for today. So that's why I'm feeling that we've got quite a bit of the masculine energies coming into that influence of what is now for today, mainly going to be the clouds, the ship, and the cross. It is a fairly cleansing type of a present time today. So, good morning, Shaz. How are you? I like that photo of your hairdo yesterday. Quite different, the pinks. We do like a change up occasionally, and this is what we're having in this line of cards for this morning, for today, because the clouds really are immobile. They're a moving, they're a cleansing element of what is our weather patterns. The clouds do come in to present with rain most, a lot of the time. Sometimes it's just that it's, that moisture in the air. That's what a cloud is. It's just the water. It's hydrogen and oxygen, and it's mixing to create those water droplets that give us the clouds in that mistiness. Depending on how light they are and the grayer they are, the heavier, and then it falls as the rain that gives us the nourishment in our lives for furthering the growth of our food in one way or another. And here we see it in the presence of the boat floating on water. And we have that movement and that mobility of what a boat can do. It travels. It uses the wind. The clouds use the wind. It is part and, a large part of it is the result of the wind moving the clouds through. A boat in this aspect with the sailing, the sails, is about using the wind and the water, a combination of the both, bringing us into those cleansing and clearing aspects of what today is going to bring us. Even as I look outside of my window now, it is grey clouds. It's moving through the energy of what is our atmosphere and clearing and cleansing and watering our gardens. Don't have to put so much water physically on the garden. It's going to rain. Maybe. In part of that, it also brings us to what is the cross. Now, in this, I'm trying to feel into what the cross is, and I'm just feeling cleansed with what the clouds are bringing in from that top of, and it is the top of, and it's sensing that raining down, and we're going to have that cleansing in what we're letting go with our cross. Excuse me. I'm going to have to just have a drink of water. If you look at those cards, feel into what you're sensing with those. Just have a sip of my kombucha. Oh, can't see that. Did a beautiful apricot flavoured kombucha. I hadn't tried that one. It's gorgeous. So allow that cleansing to happen in your day to day. If it feels like it's been a little bit tough for you, it's highly likely that what you're getting is a cleanse, and that emotions and feelings and what is flowing through you, let it flow, and it is cleansing. Just drop some, the things, reconsider what it is that you're doing as far as your responsibilities. Are they absolutely necessary for you to continue? Just because there's something that we have held on to for a long time as part of what our responsibilities have been, that it's not that it has to be continued. Consider what is important in your life and allow that cleansing to happen and wash away what you don't actually need to hold on to anymore. Have that cross being that true light of, because the cross is a symbol of faith. Have that trust in self and allow those things that aren't needed anymore to actually fall away, to actually wash through. Okay, and let those who actually need to be doing their own thing do their own thing. We don't have to actually be in that to, to have a hold on it, especially if it is theirs. Okay, sometimes we do like to help out when it's actually more their role, their responsibility. Okay. Now, here we have from the top, I'm going to read this one from the top. It's actually the bed in this deck. So that's the bed. We're moving to the whip, and then it's the woman card. So as I quickly read, because in the Rana George deck, the bed is one of the 4 extra cards that you actually get as an option. And I did actually feel I needed to read how her interpretation was. And she says it's actually the sex card. So I'm thinking, and especially she did mention it negates what is the whip in the sex in the bed or whatever. So as far as I sort of thought, well, yeah, anyway, that for me is more a private matter. And I'm feeling that it doesn't mean that we can't explore just that, have the realm of what your bed or your bedroom is a private matter, and it can be something that can reach into our depths of intimacy with someone else that matters to us, that really is important. And I'm feeling with that, it's actually being able to have some vulnerability with a loved one that is beyond just the, opening up in words. It's actually being able to create those levels of intimacy that really are a special moment of expression of love. So that's what I'm feeling with that, especially since I'm using this card in the heart spread that I've created. So feel into that, into who it is that you have those wonderful intimate moments. And it's not just about the physical act of sex. I do feel this is more that intimacy on a level of becoming at one with someone who is a true love in that depth of communication, and that is the look sometimes, and the touch on the arm or the hug that you make, that you create just those moments of as if you are one. It doesn't have to be in the bedroom, but this is here for a little bit more of an exploration, I feel, of what is your connection with your special loved one. And I found as I had the cards laying here and looking at them, I was just so amazed. Here we have the man and the woman on that same level, on that row, in that balance of what is relationship. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a man-woman relationship only. To me, that just means a balance and connection that really means that special connection of love that is expressed in the physical. Okay? So I'm really feeling that cleansing, and in that cleansing, you're connecting with a loved one who is at that special, intimate someone you're happy to become so close to, that your level of understanding of each other is really special, dynamic, vulnerable, and so loving. So loving. So I'm feeling with that. It's a really interesting spread today. So take yourself back to the replay or to the photo that I have on my profile page and really look into those cards where your eye goes and what you're understanding from it. Because I'm finding the more, like as I'm doing this particular spread, that it's opening up just some different levels of understanding that we haven't explored before, probably. So feel free in that inner sense of being able to understand for yourself what it's meaning for you, okay, in whatever way that you're receiving that. So feel it in love. I'm going to leave that there for now, and I'll be back again tomorrow morning for the daily live stream. I'm not sure what spread or what cards I'll use tomorrow morning. It's a Sunday. I may spend a little bit extra time on it even because we can. For those of us that do have weekends free and don't need to work through a weekend, and we can choose where we spend our time, who we spend it with, and how we're understanding our life by exploring these different, the ways that we can explore life. Keep being the best person that you can be. You are wonderful, and I'm going to say namaste and see you tomorrow morning.